everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a new video. And apologize for my t-shirt if it's like offensive to anybody. Halloween is coming up, don't judge me. But I also hate wearing any clothes right now. So everything has to be super loose. I can't stand anything touching my belly. So yeah, so today I wanted to just basically give you guys an update of everything that's going on. I know I've been a little MIA. I was really consistently like putting up videos, and then life happens like always. And not so much life, but like health happens. And as you know, I'm pregnant. And as you know, now I'm in my 3rd trimester. So it's been a bit of a struggle for me to be dealing, for whatever reason, like these last weeks, you know, I mean, I'm not over with this yet, but like these couple weeks have been absolutely terrible. Like this is the first day that I feel a little bit better, and I'm exhausted honestly, but I'm like pushing myself to like film and do all that stuff. I know I wanted, yeah, this is stuff that I really wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, I just feel exhausted. So okay, before I get like all over the place, so let's start with, I am now 37 weeks pregnant. So that's exciting. They actually scheduled me for an induction. So I have a scheduled induction in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from now, baby will be here, which is crazy. It's really crazy, guys. So I will be getting induced on the 39 week mark, not sooner, even though I wish they would just do it sooner, just because I am having a lot of struggles. But I think it's because first time mom, baby, and all that stuff, they really want you to go full term. Like, yeah, so no getting out of this sooner. 39 weeks will be the official date, and my original due date is August 4th. Well, they changed it in my ultrasound, which was annoying because now my baby's like huge, and I feel like, I don't know, like he's measuring like 39 weeks. And so to me it's kind of like, well, you guys changed the date. Literally his due date would have been July 21st. So it would be funny if he comes around like next week, because that's his original due date. But again, we'll see. If not, I'll be the 28th. But yeah, so yes, and then they don't want to move it anytime sooner, and I'm really like exhausted. And like, I mean, but let me explain. So 37 weeks, my diabetes is, I have gestational diabetes if you guys have not seen my other videos. So it's also the reason why I'm getting induced. My baby is a lot bigger. He was weighing, when I was 36 weeks, which was last week, he already weighed about 7'10", so 7 pounds 10 ounces. So he good. So even this week he might be already like 8 pounds, because around these weeks, baby gains a pound a week. So if we start calculating, he gonna be like 10 pounds. So yeah, he still has 2 more weeks to go, so 2 more weeks of growing. So we'll see. Me and him, we fight for space. So I have a feeling that me and this child, we gonna crash a little bit when he's out, just because like, oh my god, he kicks me in my ribs, and I have to like kind of like be like, no, push it down, because it's so terribly painful. But it's just, I always thought it was funny, like, oh my god, me and him were already like, Wesley, stop, we fighting already. But yeah, so he's big, so getting induced a little sooner to try to get him out. But I feel like he's still gonna be so big that I'm not gonna be able to push him out. And I know I shouldn't be so negative, but for me and my anxiety and all my issues, it's really good for me to have a plan and to have like an expectation. Like, I need to do this, I need to do that. And for me to be like, if I can't go for like a 10-minute walk, what are they thinking that I'm gonna be like pushing for hours, or possibly hours, or pushing for like 10 minutes? Like, I don't think I'll be able to like do that, just because I am so exhausted, and there's a medical reason behind it. So let me get to it in a second. But I feel completely exhausted. I ran out of breath. I have palpitations. Absolutely terrible. It's like a really bad feeling. There's days that I just want to lay in the couch, and there was days that I just laid on the couch because I couldn't do much. Like, I was just exhausted. Going to the store, going to the pharmacy to get my stuff, and coming home, I'll be like tired. And it's so hot that like going outside, it's like, I mean, it's like a workout for me. And it's sad because all my pregnancy, I've been super, you know, I'm walking and hiking a lot and stuff. Like, we visited Sequoia, and I could not imagine going to Sequoia now, because when I went, I was, you know, already feeling like the weight of the baby, but not as bad. And we went hiking, and I was so excited that it was just like going uphill and doing all this stuff. And we did Morro Rock, which is a bunch of stairs, and I did it, and it was like, you know, tiring, but I did it. Might have taken a few breaks in between, but I did it. It was fine. And then I came down, and it was fine. And I feel like now I would have been like, yeah, like impossible, like just dying, out of breath. So, yeah, so very active few weeks before, and so even already in my 3rd trimester, so it's a little disappointing that now I can't even like go on my walks or anything like that. I'm trying, but it's so hot. I gotta wait till the afternoon, and I feel bad for Peaches, who has to be here with me suffering through this, because I just want to be home, and I know she wants to be going out to the park and the walks, but it is what it is. So anyhow, so let me tell you some of my other diagnoses now. So as it turns out, I have anemia. Now, I believe I had anemia before I was pregnant, not severe, just some mild anemia, but pregnancy can make you anemic. But my anemia is just extremely low. Like, I'm under 8th, so not good. Normal hemoglobin should be above 12, especially if you're giving birth. They want you to kind of be high up there. And I was taking supplements for a long time, and I feel like my OB kind of failed me at that, because I knew, like, when they had done the first labs that I had come out that I was anemic, and they had told me, we're gonna push, you know, we're gonna keep continuing the iron, and the next month if it's still low, we're gonna have to send you for iron infusion. So I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do that. This was when I was in my 2nd trimester, I'm pretty sure. And it just kind of got swept under the rug. I never got tested again. Nothing. I continued to take my iron supplements, these extra ones, and they weren't being absorbed in my body. So it just started to get, I mean, I am suffering from depression. I'm having a really hard time with a lot of things. But this felt really, really different. Like, this was a different type of exhaustion. And I could not wake up in the morning. It was really hard. I had a hard time sleeping at night and hard time waking up in the morning. Like, guys, I would be asleep like till noon. Like, I don't do that usually. So I was like, wow. And I could like lay there. And the only reason I would get up is because I needed to go to the bathroom. And once Peaches came, I needed to take out Peaches. So it became like, okay, I need to get up kind of motivation. Yeah, I couldn't just like, I couldn't do that to myself where I was just laying in bed for all morning basically and start my day till like 1 p.m. Like, I hated that feeling. So as the week passed, I just thought it was my depression that was getting really bad and all that stuff. And I ended up speaking to my, I want to say this was like 3 weeks ago. I ended up, asking my OB, like, hey, like, we haven't checked my iron, and I know you said we were going to check it, a few weeks ago, and we haven't. And she's like, oh yeah, you have anemia. Like, let me order some labs, we'll check in, whatever. Then it turns out that my anemia had gone like really low from last time. So that was like a whole thing. And then, which was really annoying because I feel like we could have caught it sooner. So moms out there, if you are feeling exhausted, like, have them check your anemia, because I feel like it's not, like, they just think like, you're pregnant, you're tired, because you are tired when you're pregnant. But sometimes it's, like, this isn't normal. Like, this isn't normal being tired pregnant. Like, this is like, I don't know, like, this is something else. And so, especially me that I was, pretty active. It wasn't like, it was surprising to not be like, wow, I'm like extremely exhausted. Like, I can't believe it. And everybody was like, well, your baby's huge. You're carrying a big baby. It's normal. But it was not just normal. My anemia had gone like really, really bad. So on those last 2 weeks, I was really struggling, guys. So I was not filming, not putting anything up. It was just like delaying on things because I was just not feeling it at all. Honestly, those 2 weeks passed and I don't even know like how. And so now I'm seeing hematology. I even saw cardiology because I ended up going to the emergency room about like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half, because I was getting palpitations. Like, I'm talking since my second trimester, I was feeling my heart rate and it felt abnormal, but then it would go away, so it was not a big deal. But now it was like every day, for every like 4 hours or so, it would like happen. And I was like, what is going on? It's not a nice feeling. You feel so overwhelmed. It's so like scary. And I was putting some of the baby's clothes away, and when I was on the ladder, I got really dizzy and I like almost blacked out. It was so scary, guys. I came in, I sat down in my chair and I was like, oh my God, like catching on my breath. It was so scary. So I decided to go to the ER. And they did an EKG. My heart looks fine and everything. And again, they checked my labs and they knew that my iron was low, but they didn't decide to do anything about it. Like, they were just like, go to your OB, whatever. And so I was like, okay. So I had to wait a few days. Once I saw my OB, then she was like, okay, let me order an iron infusion. So now I'm doing iron infusions. So it's really annoying. I've been going, today is going to be my third dose, which reminds me, what time is it? I'm going today this afternoon to get my third dose of my iron infusion, so that's going to be fun. And sadly, till even today, I still feel exhausted. Yesterday was such a bad day. Like, I was exhausted, like, and so I was like, I don't understand. I've had 2 sessions already and I still don't feel any better, so we'll see how this one goes. Today, honestly, I had to get up because I had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and because it's Adam's birthday, actually, so we are gonna probably go out or something, and that's literally the reason why I got up and put makeup on. Because I was gonna film today, but just film with like no makeup. I was like, you know what, I can't be like, I've been putting this off for too long, and so I was like, yeah. So I ended up putting some makeup on so I look somewhat decent. Because honestly, without makeup, I do look a little pale and like, yeah, it's not cute. So I wanted to have a little bit of color on my skin for today's video, but yeah, so that's happening now, and my iron is like really low. And so even with the infusions, I had 1 infusion and my iron did not change. So I'm assuming that like with more infusions and everything, my body will become a little better. But I have to begin the IVs, and those are so painful. I don't think I've ever had an IV, but like they hurt. They hurt. The one in the hospital hurt. The ones for my iron one are like just annoying. Like, I don't know. I really don't like them. So I have to put them in through IVs. So I gotta sit there for like an hour for the IV. So I need to bring a book, because last session I was so bored. But I need to bring a book to read or something, because it's getting a little boring. But anyhow, so that is going on. And then now obviously I'm getting, again, the normal symptoms, which is terrible lower back pain, guys. My lower back pain like pulsates, like psh, psh, like so bad. And it's like basically the baby just going down, you know, your bones, and they start pressure, you know, putting pressure on like stretching things, and your nerves are there and everything is there. And so yeah, so now I'm dealing with that, and that's really uncomfortable. I don't know how people sign up for this stuff. Like, I was like, oh my God, pregnancy, especially for me, it's been just like, wow, like shocking. But yeah, so 37 weeks, 2 more weeks to go, and honestly, I cannot like wait to be done with being pregnant. And I know everybody's like, enjoy it, enjoy your sleep and everything. Like, I'm not even sleeping anymore, so I don't know. Like, I'm not even sleeping at this point, so it's fine. But to me, it's like, yeah, I'll try to enjoy it as much as I can, because I'm not really sleeping and I'm terrible. I don't have really good sleep in general, but I guess now with baby is like seriously no sleep. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to get in here and just tell you guys how I've been feeling, and basically just telling you why I have not been here, and just basically give you an update on my pregnancy, because a lot of people do like how do you feel around this time. And also something else that people told me was like, oh, once you hit 30 weeks it goes by like this. Absolutely not. I hit 30 weeks and I was like, okay, slippery, like it's gonna be slippery slope, we're gonna get there, bam. It's been like an uphill battle, can't talk, because like all my pregnancy I was like super like anxious. I think I'm just a person like I just want things done now, so I was getting things ready for the baby. I was so excited, everything was normal. And as things just progressively went down, I kind of got a little, felt defeated, to be completely honest. And me having the gestational diabetes, I almost knew like, oh, I might have to get a C-section. So I felt very defeated, guys, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. And so it kind of went a little down for a bit. But once I hit 30 weeks, I thought, okay, this is, a few more weeks, baby's here. Now it's time to like set up a bunch of more stuff because baby's really gonna be here. And as I started setting up things, I don't know, it's taking so long. Like, I cannot explain it to you. Like, I feel like I've been pregnant forever, like a year plus. But yeah, so 37 weeks still, and I have 2 more weeks to go. Again, at this point, I'm just like okay with the C-section. I don't think I want to get induced, just because I don't know, I haven't really done much research in inductions, and they give you so much medicine and all that stuff. I might just want to do Pitocin, but they also say it's very painful. But then I don't feel well. Like, I feel like now, like, I'm weak. I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't feel ready. Like, even before I was like, man, how am I going to push this baby? And that was me just normal. And now that I have all this, like, I legit feel tired, I have no energy. Now I'm like, holy shit, how am I going to do it? Like, scary. So they need to like pump me up with something, if they want me to push this baby out, because I don't think that's happening without any like super drug. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update, and sit here and talk to you guys about my dilemmas, because I know I put a picture up the other day, but I wasn't sure if it went through. Actually, I need to check it. But yeah, so anyways, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned. I will be filming my hospital bag right after, because I'm going to hospital very soon, so I need to get that ready to go. So yeah, so you're gonna see me again with this shirt in the video for the hospital stuff. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one.